What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Michael, and there's a reason why I'm showing you this symbol today. Last night, I binged the last episodes of Cobra Kai, and can we talk about this show? Let's just take a minute and just talk about this show, okay? Let's talk about this because what a man, I don't even have the words for it, guys. Like, I don't. I don't have the words for Cobra Kai. I mean, this was an exemplary show. This was a cool show. If you're a fan of the old Karate Kid movies, this was, in my opinion, the perfect sequel to the Karate Kid movies. And I think it's pretty cool that in the beginning, in season one, you remember all the way back to season one, don't you? In season one, we got we started with a down and out Johnny Lawrence, right? And this was his story. This make no mistake, we get to see Daniel, we get to see Chosen, we get to see clips of Mr. Miyagi, we get to see John Kreese, we get to see Terry Silver. I mean, we get to see characters from the Karate Kid movies make an appearance. All except one, and I'll get into that in a minute. But for the most part, guys, it's the whole package. And look, I'm going to say this. Karate Kid did it right. Karate Kid did it really good. They got the band back together. They got the band back together, man. What else can I say? From season one to season six, excuse me. They got the band back together, so you had your original characters. You had Johnny, you had Daniel, you had like I said, Sensei Kreese, you had Terry Silver. So, you had the good guys, you had the bad guys, you had clips of Mr. Miyagi. There was even a point, I can't remember which season it was, but it was when Daniel went to Japan to seek the help of Chosen. And if you don't remember Chosen was in the second Karate Kid movie. And he went to Japan because he thought he was going to lose everything. He thought Silver and Kreese had won. And so to go back to Okinawa, it was kind of like hitting those movies. And that nostalgia feeling came back. But there's something really impressive and really cool that Cobra Kai did that I don't think you can say that Marvel has done. I don't think you can say that DC has done. Guys, I don't even think Star Wars did this correctly. In fact, I know for a fact Star Wars didn't do this correctly. There was only one franchise that managed to, what would you say, kind of do it, but, some things here and there could have been fixed. And the series I'm referring to is Star Trek because in Picard Season 3, at the end of Picard Season 3, they actually managed to get the whole entire Enterprise crew of Next Generation back together one last time. And that's what Cobra Kai did. Cobra Kai brought these characters back, brought Daniel back, brought his mom back, brought his cousin, brought the LaRusso family back, brought Johnny Lawrence back, brought Kreese back, brought Silver back, brought, for a brief time, Maggie, who was Daniel's girlfriend in Karate Kid Part 2. Or, no, Karate Kid, in the original Karate Kid, excuse me. Brought her back for a time. And they really did that expertly well of bringing the gang back together. But there's something that they did that a lot of people, I think, are very proud of. And I'm going to say it. They made the original characters from the Karate Kid movies mentors. Okay? Mentors. Let me go into that because I think this is where they could have done that better with Star Wars. I think they could have done that better with the Marvel heroes. I think they could have done that better with DC. But Karate Kid really, in my opinion, really did that. And yeah, there were times when Daniel and Johnny and Chosen and, you know, Silver and Kreese and in their own unique way had to fight. They had to don the karate gi and fight. But there's something else. For the most part, we got to see the next generation of Karate Kids. Well, we got to see essentially their students. We see in season one a young kid who was just like Daniel in the original Karate Kid. Though instead of Mr. Miyagi or even Daniel coming to train this kid, no, it's Johnny Lawrence. Johnny Lawrence, who his dream is to essentially not be a loser and essentially to make something of himself. And when he sees this kid getting picked on and everything like that, he does what Mr. Miyagi did for Daniel in the original Karate Kid. He steps in and he helps this kid. And then he says, you know what? I'm going to teach you karate. The kid Miguel, he goes to him and says, will you teach me karate? And at first, Johnny is a little bit reluctant and everything like that. He's like, dude, come on, you're weak, whatever. And at the same time, Johnny kind of encourages this kid. But not only that, through this kid, Johnny sees, I think, a little bit of himself. And he says, you know what? I'm going to bring back Cobra Kai. How I was taught karate. And from there, the adventure begins. And then, of course, you all know, not to rehash everything, like once Daniel finds out that Cobra Kai's coming back, well, then he's got to don the gi and the headband once again to take on his old rival, Johnny Lawrence. And just when you think that Johnny's beaten, just when you think it's over, no, then Kreese comes back. And Kreese is like, it's time that I take back my Cobra Kai. It's time that we do this right and that we beat Daniel LaRusso down and everything like that. But either way, Cobra Kai, I think, was one of the best series. And for those of you that maybe don't remember, it actually started out as a special content. Let's do that. It came out as special content for YouTube TV until Netflix went and bought it. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I learned a lot of lessons myself from Cobra Kai. One is I can say for the first part of Cobra Kai, I won't say I didn't like it because I did. But, I just was more on the Daniel Miyagi side. But in this series, it kind of seems that things have changed. Things changed a little bit, at least in the beginning, right? Johnny was dare I say, the loser and everything like that, where Daniel had made it big. He was a big car guy, started his own dealership and everything, and then essentially almost forgot everything that Mr. Miyagi taught him about simplicity, and essentially Daniel LaRusso became the dick. Pardon my French, right? But as the series progresses, you start to see that, yeah, Daniel starts to get back in the way of things, and he starts to understand what Mr. Miyagi really meant by his lessons. And yes, in season 5 and in the beginning of season 6, we get to learn things about Mr. Miyagi that we didn't know. But the cool thing about this whole series is, I think the lesson to take away from Cobra Kai is that there is a balance to life. That, one, you have to believe in yourself. Believe that you can do anything that you put your mind to. right? That's the most important thing. The other thing is always have a strong sense of right and wrong, a strong sense of sensibility, and most importantly, guys, in this dojo, my dojo, on this YouTube channel right here, you're all my students. And guess what? I'm putting a new rule into place. In this dojo, there is no pain. In this dojo, there is no there's no pain in this dojo. We strike first, we strike hard, and we show no mercy. No mercy. None whatsoever. Pain does not exist in this dojo. Fear does not exist in this dojo. Cobra Kai never dies. Anyway, guys, if I had to give a rating of the whole entire series of Cobra Kai, mwah, chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. They hit it out of the park. And you know what? I'm actually kind of looking forward now to the new Karate Kid movie that's coming out soon. Don't know when it is, but I know they're making a new one. It's going to have Ralph Macchio in it. And it's also going to have Jackie Chan in it, because I think they're going to try to combine the Karate Kid universe, the Miyagi universe, with I'm going to call it the Jackie Chan universe. So that looks interesting. But I can't wait for it. But either way, guys, that's my review. 10 out of 10. Cobra Kai, can't beat it. Cobra Kai, never die. So there you go. That's it. That's it for this video. If you like what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you didn't like what you heard, well, I thank you for listening this long, and I will see you in the next video. Please hit the notification bell so you know when I make another video. And remember, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go make it an anime day, and I will see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Bye.
Control center. Airplane mode. Selected. Screen recording. Button.